September 11th, 2001 is a day that will never be forgotten in the United States. One reason being the close to 3,000 people who lost their lives on that day. Another reason being the ordinary American citizens who went the extra mile to save other human lives and protect their country. These ordinary citizens, whose lives were completely changed within a matter of seconds, are those who will never be forgotten in American history. This video explains the actions taken by the passengers on American Airlines Flight 11 and how their actions will forever make them American heroes. Merriam-Webster defines a hero as a person who is admired for achievements and noble qualities. I base the definition of an American hero off this basic definition, but with additional components. An American hero, number 1, must act selfless when others, including themselves, are in danger. Number 2, they must have a lasting impact on their country. And number 3, they must risk or give their life in sake of their country. The citizens on American Flight 11 fulfilled each part of this criteria and did even more on September 11th. American Airlines Flight 11 was the first plane hijacked on 9/11. The citizens on the plane had no idea they were in danger. The first act of terrorism was when the hijackers first got out of their seats and stabbed the 2 flight attendants in first class. Daniel Lewin, the air marshal on board, realized the flight was in danger and tried fighting back. Lewin was stabbed multiple times and was considered the first person killed on 9/11. This struck terror into the rest of the passengers on board and put the flight into a state of chaos. The hijackers took over the cockpit, killing the pilot, and began sending messages over the intercom of the plane, telling everyone to remain calm because they had a bomb. At this time, instead of being scared and waiting for their fate to be decided, they began doing all they could to figure out who the hijackers were and what they were trying to do. Betty Ong and Amy Sweeney were 2 flight attendants who contributed the most on the flight to finding out the identity of the attackers. Ong had a 25-minute phone conversation with American Airlines Southeastern Reservations Office. She relayed them the story of everything that had happened during the flight. She also gave the seat numbers of the hijackers along with physical descriptions of them so that those on the ground could figure out who the real men were. Amy Sweeney had a similar conversation with her husband in which she told him the attackers showed her a bomb. Both flight attendants were on the phone all the way up until the time of the crash. The acts of courage these women showed when they were in a fatal situation is what makes them American heroes. Their ability to act selflessly when both themselves and everyone around them was in danger is truly remarkable.
Looking in the back, the cockpit's not answering. Somebody stabbed in business class. And I think there's mates that we can't breathe. I don't know. I think we're getting hijacked.
A day that has had one of the biggest impacts on the United States in the past 100 years. It sparked a giant turnaround in the security branch of the government, ignited the war against Afghanistan and Iraq, and spread fear throughout the entire country. The brave actions that took place on American 11 have helped citizens realize that they should not be scared. The crew and citizens on the flight acted courageously, therefore those citizens living everyday lives could also act courageously. American 11 is still remembered and has had a lasting impact today, 16 years later. They are remembered throughout museums and memorials located throughout the entire country. Their impact on the United States is just another reason their legacy as American heroes will live on forever. The last criteria used to define an American hero is risking or giving your life for your country. The most valuable thing to a person is their ability to live. Without life, none of us would be who we are. Giving up your life for something is probably the most valuable gift you can give. When the passengers were in the back of the plane with the hijackers in the cockpit, they knew their chances of walking off the plane unharmed was very rare. And instead of wasting the last few minutes they had being scared, they took action. There are many accounts of passengers on the plane using the seat phones to call their loved ones and relaying information to the ground. I myself have never been in a life or death situation, But I believe acting courageous in one of these situations is one of the hardest tasks to do as a person, and this is why these passengers are American heroes. 9/11 could be considered one of the most horrifying days in American history. And when a country of people is at an all-time low, that is when everyday citizens get to show their true colors. Some are cowards and will turn away and hide from their problems, but others, like Flight 11, will overcome their fears and help their country, even if it means losing their life. These are the type of people who are American heroes, those who aren't afraid to be brave or to risk their lives. They are called on to be courageous and they drop everything and complete it. These people aren't just American heroes, but role models for our entire country.